We're at the Consumer Protection Awards for 2019 here today, and we're going to be looking at some of the very worthy finalists. Let's find out who the winners are.
My name is Deborah Kennedy, and it is a great pleasure to be back with you for the 2019 Western Australian Consumer Protection Awards. It's great to see so many of you here. These are vital awards which recognise those who protect our consumer rights and alert us to the many attempted scams that we hear so much about in the news. We'll be highlighting the work of some of the shortlisted finalists before announcing 4 overall category winners. Welcome also to the representatives of the various industry and community organisations and departmental committees here today. And they do, of course, such a great job in raising consumer awareness in our community. It's time now to invite the Honourable John Quigley, Attorney-General, and here in his capacity as Minister for Commerce, to officially open this morning's awards ceremony. Please make him welcome.
Consumer protection has prevented untold sums of money being lost to scammers through proactive community education and inquiry service for potential victims. A new online reporting function for victims of scams has significantly streamlined the way scams are handled. Also, the Fuel Watch website was visited more than 11.5 times, helping consumers save money at the Bowser. Changes to WA's tenancy laws that support victims of family violence and domestic violence are expected to take place upon proclamation on the 15th of April 2019. Tens of thousands of reported family and domestic violence incidents are investigated by WA Police each year.
Our first finalist in this category, the Rona Oakley Award, is Bev Joel. Please make her welcome. Bev has more than 30 years' experience in the community services sector and is currently the Executive Officer of Financial Counsellors Association of WA. She's an expert on family violence, having assisted in the development of Financial Counselling Australia's training package. She has also collaborated with Consumer Protection to have financial counsellors educated about changes to the Residential Tenancies Act to support victims of family violence. Congratulations, Bev. Our next finalist in this category, the Rona Oakley Award, is Robert Evans. Please come forward, Robert. Robert was a financial counsellor for 17 years at the City of Joondalup, assisting families, single parents and young people to overcome the cycle of debt and to develop the skills to take control of their financial situation. He was the Vice President of the Financial Counsellors Association WA from 2006 to 2009 and later President from 2009 to 2012, during which time the Hardship Utilities Grant Scheme was developed. And Minister, I'll ask you now to announce, please, the winner of the Rona Oakley Award for 2019.
I'm very pleased to announce that the winner for the Rona Oakley Award for 2019 is Glenys Marsden.
At the Customer's Voice, we are an independent consumer psychology consulting company, and what we do is we have clients who want to understand more about their customers or just general population and what they do. Consumers benefit from knowing that their voice gets heard. Often people can feel that they don't feel that they're getting heard, so they benefit in that way. They have a seat at board tables, management committees, so that's how we can bring their voice into those committees and those decisions. So that's how the consumer can benefit from it. I think anything that helps champion the fact that consumers should be heard is something that I love to be a part of, so absolutely thrilled to be a part of it.
I was on the Advisory Council for a few years where I learnt an awful lot about consumer law and got to work on a lot of different topics for consumer protection. And second to that, I have a business called The Customer's Voice, and we interview consumers on myriad of different areas like domestic violence or new products or safety products, that sort of thing. So yeah.
What first inspired you to get into this arena?
That's a good question. I think I've always been interested in people and just hearing their stories and maybe a little bit of a sticky beat.
It's a pretty big prize.
Yeah, I'm absolutely wrapped. I didn't think I would, so I'm really pleased. Also pleased just that it kind of highlights the work of market research and being able to actually hear from people and hear what their thoughts are. So yeah, I'm absolutely wrapped.
The Richard Dick Fletcher Award acknowledges a local government authority, organisation or group of individuals operating in Western Australia which has made a significant and enduring contribution to the advancement of consumer protection in their community through a service, projects or initiatives. Our first finalist is the Goldfields Community Legal Centre, and accepting the certificate is Effie Harris. Please make her welcome. Goldfields Community Legal Centre has been operating for 19 years to provide affordable legal service in the region, addressing a wide range of issues, including tenancy matters. The centre has a strong management committee made up of people who represent a diverse range of cultures and interest groups across the community. So congratulations once again to Goldfields Community Legal Centre, our first finalist. Our next finalist in this category is Tenancy WA. Tenancy WA is a not-for-profit specialist community legal centre that provides quality legal service, advice, representation and education to the most vulnerable tenants throughout Western Australia. Last year, Tenancy WA assisted more than 4,000 tenants and provided a duty advocate service at the Perth Magistrates Court. For the last 4 years, Tenancy WA has made the protection of victims of family violence under the Residential Tenancy Act its #1 law reform issue. Congratulations. And Minister, I'll ask you now to announce, please, the winner of the Richard Dick Fletcher Award.
Little drum roll. Oh, how wonderful. So the winner of the 2019 Dick Fletcher Award is the Street Law Centre WA Incorporated.
Street Law is a community legal centre, and we're considered specialised because of the nature of the client group that we assist, the homeless and those at risk of homelessness. That's a key difference with respect to many other services out there, because what we try and do is to provide a holistic response to the legal issues with which the clients present. So last year we calculated that on average over the number of clients we saw last financial year, they presented with 4.5 legal problems which we responded to at some level. We do a lot of civil work which includes assisting people with debts, etc. And our community legal education assists with that as well. When their clients leave the accommodation, 50% of them are debt-free, and they have said that that's directly related to the community legal education that Street Law has provided at that space.
Street Law is an organisation that provides legal advice to homeless people in Perth and across Western Australia through a few different avenues. We provide outreach legal services, actually putting lawyers into community centres where homeless people are receiving other services. We also run a toll-free advice line, so people can call in and get legal advice through that line.
Awareness is a great thing. What would you like to raise awareness about for your company and what you guys do?
For Street Law, I think it's important that people know about the work that we do and know about the ways in which they can assist us, particularly within Perth's legal community. There are many ways in which pro bono legal services can be provided to people, and also advocating for funding for community legal centres, both generalist legal centres and specialist legal centres, is so important, and it's government funding that pays dividends through reducing people's interactions with the legal system. Funding and pro bono assistance are the two things that I'd talk about.
Every year 2 children were dying from toppling furniture accidents, and Reeve died from it, and I don't want my son's death to be in vain.